Wagwan people, it's your boy Mo, and we are back. The NBA has returned to our screens. Although it's just preseason scrimmages, it was so good to see the courts looking dope. The players were looking a little bit rusty, but we got our first glimpse of what basketball is like inside the bubble. The Denver Nuggets were in action last night, and although they don't have their whole squad healthy right now, Coach Malone opted for an ultra big starting lineup. That's right, Nikola Jokic at point guard, Jeremy Grant at the 2, Bol Bol at the 3, Paul Millsap at the 4, and Mason Plumlee at the 5. Now, in an era of small ball, this could be seen as mad, but given the versatility of their players and also the fact it was only against the Washington Wizards, it worked. The Nuggets won 89-82, and fan favorite Bol Bol was the standout player. He had 16 points, 10 rebounds, 6 blocks, and finished the game as a plus 18. If you don't know what plus 18 means, it means that the Denver Nuggets outscored the Washington Wizards by 18 points when he was on the court compared to when he was on the bench. Hit the subscribe button while the intro plays, because we're about to take a look at the biggest surprise from the bubble so far, Mr. Bol Bol. Back in 2018, Bol Bol was the third highest ranked high school player in America, but when it came to the NBA draft, he slipped all the way to the 44th pick. The reason why every team passed up on selecting him until the second round was because of major health concerns, but last night we got a glimpse of just how great he can be on the court when he's fully healthy. Let's break down the film to see what he brings to the team and how pairing him with Nikola Jokic can shift the power balance in the NBA forever. Every great point guard knows that early on in a game you want to get your teammates involved before you start getting shots for yourself. So here, Nikola Jokic at the 1, using his supreme passing ability, brings the ball up the court and he finds Bol Bol under the hoop with a very small defender on him with an easy lay-in to get him warmed up. Being 7'2", Bol Bol as the ball handler in transition can see over all the defenders. So as he brings the ball up using his quick handle, he can see his teammate that's open to receive the pass and set him up just like Nikola Jokic did for him. And in transition, he's not just a passing threat, but he's a scoring threat too. Here he brings the ball up. He says, Nikola Jokic, get out of my way, this is my time. I'm pulling up, I'm cashing in with a splash, because the young fella is playing with some real confidence right now. And being so tall with a high shot release point means that the defender has absolutely no chance of blocking that. As well as shooting off the dribble, he's comfortable shooting off the catch too. Here he's spacing the floor in the corner as a stretch man, and he gets the bucket to go with a splash. The problem with having two big players on the court at the same time is usually spacing, but because Jokic and Bol Bol are both threats from 3, the 7-footers can operate well together. As you can see here, Jokic assisting Bol once again. Nuggets fast breaks are a little slow with Jokic as a big man, but with Bol Bol on the court, it gives them another threat. As you can see here, he secures the rebound, gives it to the point guard, and gets it right back before elevating for the two-handed slam. And we'll get into his defense in a little bit, but you can see here he blocks the shot, gets the rebound, pushes the ball, passes it to his point guard. Point guard says, here big fella, I'll reward you for the defense, have it right back for the dunk. Two versatile 7-footers running pick and rolls together is a deadly combination, but here Bol slips through the pick and roll and uses his height to finish over the 3 defenders that are around him. On this play, he does a great job contesting the shot, and then we've got more transition action with Jokic firing the outlet pass to Bol. There's 5 defenders around him, but he uses the saucy moves to take it to the rack and put back his own layup that didn't go. Look at that. Rips the ball over, hits the layup, but it doesn't go, but he's still there to put back with the dunk. Just before we look at the 6 shots he blocks, now would be a perfect time to press subscribe if you haven't already. On this play, he leaves the man he's defending on the perimeter and is focused solely on the ball handler and goes after the block, and although he does get it, imagine against the team who has an elite sniper, leaving them open like this would be crazy. Now Bol Bol has a 7'8" wingspan, and as you can see he can go up and slap the ball off the glass just like that. Jokic isn't a great rim protector, so this is another defensive threat for the Nuggets, and there's the 3 that we talked about earlier in transition. He's converting his defense into offense. Look at the way he takes that ball out of the sky and straight away pushes it up the court. The Nuggets played a lot of zone defense in this game, and as you can see he absolutely swats his opponent's attempts out of the air, and this is because he's not a great individual defender in a man-to-man defense. He needs to work on the lateral quickness, but as a rim protector, as a shot blocker, boy, that's scary. He's almost 2 meters away from the opponent when the opponent starts shooting, but he says, you know what, my G, you shoot that, I'm gonna go up there and swat that away. Here, back in the zone, notice how he doesn't pick up the defensive 3-second call by staying in that paint. Instead, he leaves it, comes back in, and then uses that insane wingspan to block the opponent. And what I love about this is he doesn't swat the ball into the stands and pound his chest. He's automatically thinking about, here, look, I'm going to take that, and then we're going to get straight into the next play. Let's go. We've seen him block shots while zoned up in the half court, but here in transition, look at this, the ball goes over Jokic, but he says, don't worry brother, I'm right behind you, that ain't going in here. Look at that, look how high he gets on that jump. He elevates higher than the bucket, his hand is 12 foot in the air, and he just claws it out of the sky. Get out of here, man! The Wizards are pushing the ball again, but it ain't safe on the block. Word to Skepta, because Bol Bol is lurking. You think you got an easy layup, but he's coming to swat that. Denver are up 10 with just 22 seconds left, and he's still putting in the effort and making plays. Now, it was just one preseason scrimmage. It wasn't even a full game. They only played 10-minute quarters, but there's no way that you can watch that game and tell me that Bol Bol doesn't have star potential. Yeah, he needs to bulk up and get stronger, add some muscle, and he also needs to cut down on silly turnovers, but that will come with experience. If you're a young big man in the NBA with a varied skill set, who better to learn from than Nikola Jokic himself? The best part for the Nuggets is that next season he'll still be on his two-way contract that's worth under $2 million, so they can keep developing him at a very cheap price to see how it goes. And then, if he does reach that superstar potential, they can throw him the big bag. Imagine Bol Bol does reach his potential and he's on the court with Nikola Jokic. That's two 7-foot threats that can do it all. They can shoot from the outside, they can push the ball in transition, they can score at the basket, they can protect the rim. So, if he gets it together, Denver are going to suddenly become a very scary contender. Add to that Jamal Murray, who didn't play in the game. He's a very good young point guard. Gary Harris, who hasn't had the best season, but is a solid 3-and-D guy on the wing. And Michael Porter Jr. as well, who's also had a lot of injuries, but shows star potential. So how do you think Bol Bol's career is going to pan out? Leave a comment below and then hit the subscribe button and check out some more of our NBA videos, because this is the best NBA channel on the whole of YouTube. I know I ain't got the mad subscribers, but we will one day, as long as you guys who have enjoyed this video hit subscribe, because that would be doing me a huge favor and I would really appreciate it. Enjoy the start of the NBA season and stay locked, because we've got a lot more on the way, and most importantly, over everything else, get buckets.